everyone, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Wow. It's been a while for me, but how you doing? I hope you guys are doing well, so I just said that. Hope you're enjoying me coming back and the videos and everything. And yeah, I guess let's just get to it. So this video is actually inspired by Selena Gomez, and basically this is a little late probably to the realization of it all, but anyway, she posted on her Instagram story for National Women's Day, which I hope all of you had a great day that day. And she basically asked, what would you tell your younger self? And so she inspired this video by that Instagram post. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm expressive when I talk, and I don't know. Anyway, she inspired this video, and it just made me really think about it. Like, if I could be like next to my younger self, what would I tell her? And I thought of quite a bit. I made a list, and I don't know, maybe I can elaborate on these two for you. So, what would I tell my younger self? Your differences is what makes you beautiful. Yeah. It's okay not to be accepted by everyone. So those two kind of go hand in hand for me, because there was a part of me that didn't like myself. I didn't like myself, and there was just this point in my life where I just wished I was like everybody else, just normal. And also back in the day, I always felt like I never truly belonged anywhere, if that makes sense. I always felt like the odd person out, and I was always trying and fit somewhere, be accepted, with all my flaws and differences. Like, I just wanted to be accepted by people, and I fought for that very strongly, because it's just the feeling of belonging, and it got me into situations, made me lock on to individuals that were not good for me in my life. Obviously, I've let those people go now. They're doing their own thing. I'm doing my business. So, but yeah, back in the day, I touched on this before, like, I was blinded by hoping that they would change, and because I see the success that people can do if they want to do what they want to do and push forward and basically be their little cheerleader to, cheer them on and whatnot. And I was blindsided by that. So it's like I saw the red flags, but I did nothing about it because I was so keen on them. Like, I know this person can change for the better, they just gotta do it, and they never changed. And I stuck with obviously, like I said, I got the courage to let go of those people. So being accepted, like, I just wanted to fit somewhere, and it's funny how that all turns around, and I am learning to love myself, and I love my differences now and how unique I am, and like there's just one of me, and hopefully I don't cry. I can feel myself getting a little emotional, but I'm very happy where I am now. I'm happier than I've been in a long ass time, and I think that just holds true that things are gonna get worse before they get better, but at the end of the day, there's gonna be a light at the tunnel. It's just not always visible at that present moment. So, okay, next one. Standing up for yourself isn't being selfish. Yeah. I touched on that before too. It's like the first time I ever stood up for myself, I never felt more proud of myself the minute I did it. And it was against those individuals. Obviously different time frame, of course, before now. And the minute I stood up for myself, they had nothing to say back. And I never felt so proud of myself and so empowered to say how I really felt. And it felt amazing. Next one. The impossible is possible as long as you have faith and work hard towards it. Just like what I'm doing with you guys, with YouTube, music, I'm finally doing what everybody else didn't think I'd be able to do. I've been told no. I've been told no. I've been told there are rules, there are steps, you can't do it like that. And I've also been told that like a long time ago, back in high school, I had a teacher ask me, you know, what do you want to do, you know, after high school and whatnot. And let me just say this, it's okay if you don't know, because I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I had the audacity to I said something like an English teacher or something. I was just throwing ideas out. And I said that, and she was like, your grades are not, you know, good enough for you to do that. And it's just like, well, you're still doing the teaching thing, so. Anywho, God. But yeah. I think the message there is just like, have faith. Again, work hard towards your goals and what you want to do with your life. Because you're going to have opinions, you're going to have people tell you you can't do it that way, you can't do that, and a whole bunch of other opinions and everything that's going to be thrown at you. And you just gotta stick to it and put the hard work in and go for it. Like, yeah, just yeah. I'm hopefully Maybe some of these will relate to some of you, but I don't know. Who knows? But yeah. I don't become vulnerable very often. Heck, back in the day, I wouldn't let people see me cry. And as an adult, that's still a thing. But I don't know. I'm allowing myself to cry. I guess. I don't know. I do it I guess I just suffer in silence, I guess. Because I don't want to ruin the moment. I want to make sure everyone's having fun and smiling and having a good time, and I don't want to be, the buzzkill that be like, But yeah. It's not that and I just want to say this, it's not that I don't feel the emotions, because I do. I just don't I don't cry in front of people. Maybe there's someone like me that does that, like doesn't cry in front of people. That's just how I've been. Again, I don't. I think it's because of the trust I put in people in my past that did me so wrong that I fear sharing information about myself to others that's going to be used against me, because again, back in the past, that's what happened. I shared information about myself to the wrong people, and they destroyed my trust with others a little bit, because I say a little bit now because I'm trying to learn and trust others. Like, not everyone is out to get me, and I've come to the realization of that. Like, I don't have to be overly cautious. I can enjoy life with other people, but yeah, that's a whole nother thing, is just probably why I don't want to be vulnerable, is because I don't know if what I share with others is going to be used against me in some way or fashion. And it can be scary to take a risk and just jump in and just let it go, which I'm learning to do. Again, it's just that little bit of caution and everything. I know I'm going a little off topic of that one, and we're not very far into this. I have a couple more, but I just kind of want to branch off of what I was just talking about. Have you guys ever been, whether it be heartbreak or bullying or anything like that, have you ever gotten hurt to the point where your body and everything creates a mechanism of some form of protection to protect you from anything to harm you like that again, because mine definitely has. And how do I explain this? It's so when I think, I don't want to say crush, but when I find like someone I think is attractive and they acknowledge, keep in mind, I just want to say this too real quick before I go into it. I was always the girl in the back. I wasn't anybody's first choice. And that's fine. Everybody has their own type, taste, style. Everybody has a different type in some way. So I was always the girl in the back. I just always let other people go in front of me. And so when this happens, so again, when I think and find somebody attractive and they actually acknowledge my existence, that sounds so horrible. If they acknowledge my existence, like say my name or whatever have you, acknowledge me in some way, in person or like social media wise, it like stuns me. It stuns me, it shocks me, it surprises me, because it's like, oh, you acknowledged me. I'm not used to that. Which, again, I'm not used to that. I'm not used to someone else's like first choice or first priority. That's new to me. And so when that happens, I freeze, I'm shocked, I'm surprised, I'm just kind of like, huh? I'm frozen in time. I'm just frozen at the fact that I got acknowledged by, a person I find attractive. And so when I just freeze up, and I don't reply back or anything, because it's just like, because I'm frozen. I'm just frozen there. And obviously when that happens, because we're humans and we can get in our feels, we can get in our heads, and I think of the, oh, I can't talk. And so when I do that, I do believe that the other person thinks I don't find them attractive at all, or they may think they said something wrong, or whatever else can go into our minds and make us think of all these different scenarios and stuff or think they think I'm not interested in them and everything like that. And it's heart-wrenching to me, because it's just like, I actually really like you, I just freeze. And so it's kind of like, how do I explain to that person that I freeze up because I'm not used to getting that attention, So, yeah, this is a very vulnerable video for me, and probably for you, those who can relate. So, and also, I'm not good at flirting. I don't know how to flirt at all either. So there's that. There's that too. So it's like, cool. I'm trying to make this so humorous, but it's like, so. I am single, I am happy, but it's always just, it would be nice to be just, be with someone, you know? And also, I don't know if this is related or not, but I've been missing hugs. I got a thing on TikTok talking about hugs. Like, do you miss, like, hugs? And not just the ones that are just a pat on the back, but the ones that are like a warm, caring, safe embrace. And yeah. Anywho, but yeah, that's my little mechanism. And so when it comes to that whole situation, it's kind of hard to address it to that to me. It's just kind of like, how do I explain to this other individual that I think they're very attractive, but how do I explain why I freeze? So on to the next. That was a little bit too much blabber, but those who are subscribed to my channel or have seen my videos before, I can blab on, so not much of a shocker. Okay, next one. Don't ever... Oh. Yeah. Okay. Others treat you badly and hurt you. It's not them, it's you. So, before the whole mechanism spiel, I was talking about like bullying and whatnot. I needed to learn a harsh lesson to where, again, I was being bullied every day by these individuals that I thought were my, at the time, friends, but clearly not, because they didn't want to change and be better. But yeah, others treat you badly or hurt you. It's not them. I can't speak. When others treat you badly or hurt you, it's them, not you. Because with me, I care a lot. I have a huge heart, grant you. And I want everyone to be at their best. I want to cheer you on. I want you to go for your goals. I want you to be the best version of you can be. But there's also a point where I needed to learn that there's a point where I need to take a step back and let them be them. Because you can't change a person if they don't want change to happen. And you can't force them. So, it's a them problem. It's nothing to do with you. Because what they do is when they have something going on in their life that's causing them stress and pain and everything else, they take it out on another individual, which was the case with me, I deeply believe, and that is not okay. I believe you need to find a different outlet, because taking it out on another individual, regardless of who they are, family, friends, you don't need to do that. There are other avenues, other things you can do to release that pain, that emotion, that sadness, that anger, frustration. There's journaling, there's, therapy, and a whole bunch of other things you can do. You can exercise, whether that's going for a walk, going for a run. You don't have to be in a gym unless you want to be in a gym. I'm just saying there's other avenues for you to take out that frustration, that sadness, that pain. You don't have to put it on another person that you know or don't know. That is not okay. Regardless, I don't give a shit if you're poor, working class, a celebrity, famous or not. It relates to everyone, and nobody has the right to take what their frustration or sadness or any emotion onto another individual. That is not okay. Find a different avenue for that. Because some people are tougher and others are not. And it's not okay to do that to another person when it is you and your situation, problem, whatever. It is you who have to confront whatever you're feeling and express it, release it into something else, not another individual. Because like I said, some individuals are tougher and can handle it, and there are others who cannot and have their own shit to deal with. So that's my message to everyone. Be kinder and find different avenues. Don't do it to another person, because they have their own stuff to deal with. Because exactly what happened to me, that I deeply believe these individuals took their frustration, stress, or whatever it was, they put it on top of me when I already had my own crap to deal with. But at the same time, I took it every damn day. And the thing is, when I finally stood up for myself and I was like, this is enough, they had nothing to say. So these kind of go into each other. So let's see, next one up. Don't ever feel guilty or like a burden when you feel like opening up to someone. So for me, whenever I want to talk about, what I'm feeling or what I'm going through with someone, it's not that I don't want to talk to somebody, because I do. Especially like friends or family who want to help me with whatever I'm going through. It's like again with the vulnerable thing, I want to open up and talk about it. But the thing is, whenever, especially in like my past, it's just, and kind of now, again, trying to open up more. It's just, I always feel guilty when I'm talking openly to a friend or something, about what I'm feeling in that moment, or a situation, or whatever have you. I just always felt guilty when I have to express. And it's not their fault, because I I'm assuming if you care about me at all, whether, like, people who know me and my friends, I'm assuming if you're asking or if you're wondering what's going on with me or how I'm feeling or what have you, I would assume you're asking those type of questions because you deeply care about me. So, but I always have felt guilty when I share my feelings. I just always felt like I don't want to be a burden to the other person because I'm talking about what I'm going through and I'm not letting them share what they're going through. So I always felt guilty in that aspect, but when in a I can't talk. When in reality, it's okay for me to say how I'm feeling to another individual. So, next one I have, you are worthy of love. And yeah. Again, I feel worthy of love. I know that it's out there for me and it will come my way. But to be fair, I'm not in a rush. But at least I know that I am worthy of love, because a long time ago I didn't think so. I felt like I was never enough. Whatever I did wasn't enough. Again, this is kind of like the people pleaser in me, because I wanted people to be happy. I wanted people to enjoy life and everything. But the thing is, I would take on their stress and stuff on top of my stuff. So, again, balancing. I've been balancing. So, trying. But yeah. There was, like, again, in my past, there was a moment in time where I just almost kind of gave up and was like, practically accepted the fact that I was probably gonna die alone. And as of learning to love myself and that I am worthy of love, which all of us are, and don't ever think you're not, because you are, whether that's self-love or just love in general, from a partner, from family, from friends, we're all worthy of it. And it's free. And love is beautiful, regardless, as long as they care for you and you care for them. Love is genuine and precious. So it's also a risk, because you're throwing yourself toward another individual and taking that risk of telling your genuine feelings to them. And rejection can be hard and difficult, and yeah, we're all worthy of love. And yeah, I have higher hope. I have more hope in the fact that I will find somebody than, again, like, I don't have that mindset of where I have accepted that I'm gonna die alone. Because I do think that someone is out there for all of us. It's just a matter of, it's just a matter of time. But yeah. Next one. Sometimes things go horribly and wrong before they can get better. I promise you that's normal and you are not alone as you think. Again, just all of these wrap in together. But yeah, no matter what situation you're in or whatnot, you are never alone. No matter how hopeless in that moment it may seem, there is always a light at the end of the tunnel. And you can do this, you can do whatever you can. And be proud of how far, and just to touch on that, be proud of how far you came from the person you were to the person you are now. Because there has been growth and lessons, challenges, whatever you want to call them. You went through those and survived. Be proud of that. Again, I'm saying this to myself as well. I don't celebrate my accomplishments often or of what have surpassed, and I need to more. But be proud of how much growth you have gained and knowledge and wisdom from situations you have been a part of that hurt you. Yes, they hurt you, but they've also molded you into the person you are today. And you can look at it as just another chapter done, and now you're starting this one. But yeah, it always gets better. Even if it doesn't seem like it, it will. You don't have to be strong all the time. That is definitely a me one. There are times like I just feel like I need to be strong for other people and people who need me and stuff like that. Like, I just feel like I need to be strong. But it's okay to not be strong all the time. You don't have to put on a brave face all the time for others. It's okay now and then to drop that and just be what I'm doing in this video, just vulnerable. It's okay to be vulnerable and have and feel emotion. We all have emotions. It's okay to feel them. It's normal. It's completely normal. Okay. Next one. It's okay to trust others. They're not all bad. Again, they're just coinciding with each other. Again, not everyone is out to get you. Push away the people that are not deserving of you. Like those who take control, like people who are taking you for granted of your kindness or whatever it may be, push them away. And it can be hard if you have history with them, and for that, I just recommend just do it slowly, day by day. Or even let them know, speak your piece, But again, not everybody is out to get you. They're not all bad. It's okay. It's okay to trust. Next one. It's okay and normal to say no to something if you feel uncomfortable. Don't feel obligated to please everyone. In simpler terms, don't push yourself to do something you feel uncomfortable. It's okay to say no and stop as well. There's a reason why no is in our vocabulary. I need to stop talking at the speed of light. But I'm serious about that. Please, if you feel your intuition or alarm bells ringing in any type of situation you're in, social, non-social, parties or any other situation, if something feels off or feels uncomfortable to you, whether that be, people or a specific person, you have a right to say no and you can leave. Do not please another person in the sake of you feeling uncomfortable. If you feel uncomfortable, let this individual know, and I pray and I hope that they understand and back off. Because you have a right to do that. You have a right to tell them no, stop, and whatever else you need to say or do to get out of that situation that makes you uncomfortable. Do not sacrifice your uncomfortability to make another person happy. Again, that just goes back to the people-pleasing thing. Don't feel like you are obligated to make this person happy if you're uncomfortable. Do not, please, voice. Please use your voice in those situations. And if you have friends, go to them and just be like, yo, I'm not feeling comfortable here anymore. Can we go? And hopefully they're by your side and they're like, yo, me and so are just gonna bounce, gonna leave, but I hope you guys have a good time, whatnot. Buddy system. If there is doubt, go with a buddy system and just be like, yo, I don't feel comfortable here, can we go? Because, again, I cannot stress this enough. Listen to your intuition. Listen to those alarm bells. Listen to them. They will help you and save you. Okay. And last one. Stop letting fear control you and keep you from being happy. Is my last one. Which I think is very relatable because fear is normal. Fear is very normal. But the thing is, we cannot let fear control us with our decisions, situations, or whatever it may be. We have a right to be happy, regardless of fear. It can be scary, yes, but we also have a right to be happy. But also, I would just like to pinpoint this. Please don't, like, cheat or bully or anything to, you know, I'm trying to think of right words, and it's just like, Like, you kind of get what I'm saying? Like, please don't be a home wrecker, is what I'm trying to say. I want you to be happy, but if that person is happy with another individual, don't be that person to just break them up. Because for all you know, they are happy with one another. But yeah. Don't let fear control your decisions. Like, if there's like, simple as that, like talking to your crush or talking to someone you find attractive. Make little baby steps to try and speak to them. Whether it's a hey, a how are ya, or just what class do you got next? Oh, I got that class too, or my class, we're going the same way, or whatever it may be. Because you don't know. You never know. And the thing is, that's what's tricky with fear. It wants you to be afraid and stay afraid. But it's like, you can overcome that. Especially when things going on in here, we can get in our heads and think of all these scenarios where in reality, some of those are probably not even true, most of them. Because that's your fear, and that fear is triggering in your brain and just thinking of all these scenarios. Oh, he might do this, or she might do this. Oh, what if she's like my ex? What if, he's like my ex? Oh, what if this, blah, blah. All this situation, all this different scenarios. Because you don't know until you ask. Alright, so don't let fear control you, but also be reasonable. Like, be straightforward, and not a lot of people are gonna like that. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Me, personally, I like when people are straight up with me, because that way my mind's not spiraling around and around and around. I try and not let it these days. I used to be an overthinker a lot. I'm not going to say I'm not, but I'm not going to say I still am. Because I would say I'm right in the smack dab middle. Sometimes I overthink and other times I do not. So. But yeah. If I was there with my younger self as well, I would probably hug her tight as hell and just let her know all these things and tell her it's gonna be okay. You're not in this alone. And you can do whatever you put your mind to. And you are capable of it. No matter what anybody else says or thinks. They're entitled to their opinion, yes. But it is not fact, and they do not know your entire story or what you have been through to get to this moment. And I would also say that I'm very proud of her for becoming who she is today. Sticking it out. So, I love you all. I hope this made you think of what you would tell your younger self. A lot of mine really code in, I'm trying to use big words, really matched up together, but that's okay. It's just what I thought. Those are all of what I could think of, and yeah, I'm very proud of what I have accomplished in my life, and you don't need to dwell on past situations, because that's not you anymore. Present you is you. Past you is not you today. So think of it that way. What you have done has been done with the knowledge you had at that time, that state of time, that time frame. So do not blame yourself and forgive, because that's going to be easier. Some things are going to take more time to heal and forgive, but it's possible. So just keep that in mind. It's possible. And it's good to see all of you, and I love all of you, and you're awesome. And yeah, being vulnerable here on my channel is definitely and also it's just new to me, I guess, to be more open. And yeah, I'm hoping that I can let other people in and have my walls come down a little bit, so bit or more, because that was before. I'll just say this before I end the video. Back in the day, I didn't have any boundaries, so that was even a bit harder, because when it came to my healing process, when I was first starting it, I had no clue what to do. I had no clue how to start healing. So, and again, some things take longer to heal than others, and that's okay. There's no rush, there's no time limit. And yeah. And yeah, that's all. I love all of you so much, and thank you for listening. I've been working hard, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like seeing me more, I'm crossing my eyes because I don't know if you guys, if this video will even appeal to some of you or not, of me being vulnerable. So anyway, I love all of you. You're all amazing, you're all incredible, you're all gorgeous, and you're all motherfucking talented, and I love you all. And I will see you all soon.